right, questions for Daniel?
Daniel, can I ask, Malik had talked about a players meeting on Saturday. How did the players meeting go?
The players meeting went well. We went over things that we already talked about as a team, just finishing the fourth quarter, giving it our all, having guys, step up from younger guys, stepping into bigger roles, just having guys being able to be ready for that opportunity when it's called.
Players only meetings usually have that reputation for, hashing out stuff and airing grievances. Was anything like that took place?
Just to not let one loss continue to go into two and continue to go to three, just letting that week be last week and moving on to the next week, because we don't worry about last week or the next week. We worry about the week that's on right now.
When you guys replayed Nebraska tape, what kind of jumped out to you about the defense or the front seven?
Just not making plays, not playing to our standard. Guys just needing to do the right thing, play their job, make tackles, and playmakers making plays like Coach talks about.
It was recorded as 24 missed tackles by the defense on Saturday. How do you clean that up going forward?
Clean that up by, again, just having younger guys step in earlier in the game. So, we have our guys fresh coming into the fourth quarter, but also just, fourth quarter, we got to make plays and we got to just get the ball on the ground, do what we got to do, and do what we've been doing the first few weeks.
Do you think it's like a mindset shift or an execution adjustment, I guess, in terms of finishing games?
Just an execution thing. I think we're all there with the mindset. We play good 3 quarters of football, and we have the mindset going into the fourth quarter. At that point, it's just about executing and making the plays when it's given to us.
Looking ahead to UCLA, very run-heavy offense, 3 backs that look like they can do damage. What has the defense learned from the last 2 games about sort of shutting down the run?
Just being able to have the right angles, pursue, playing with the effort that we always play with, being able to wrap the ball up, and 11 has to the ball. That's something that we really emphasize, just having everybody get to the ball, so if one guy does miss, we have somebody just cleaning it up right after it.
Daniel, you've obviously traveled out west before you get here. What tips have you given some of the younger guys for making that road trip?
Just to stay locked in no matter what. Yeah, we're going to the Rose Bowl, and we're going to be in LA. That's all nice, but at the end of the day, it's still a business trip, and we got to keep our mind focused on what the goal is, what the objective is to win.
Can you talk a little about Zahir Mathis and our sack? What does he mean to this defense as a freshman?
Zahir Mathis and Sidney Stewart, they both meant a lot to this defense. They've came in and put in a lot of work for freshmen, and they continue to get better each week. They continue to learn, and they continue to do what they need to do in order to be the best that they can be.
Going back to the trip across the country, and teams that have had to travel across the country in this new expanded Big Ten struggle, how do you avoid that, with the time change, and how do you,
just not coming out slow, having energy going out there. When we touch the field, we're still playing a game no matter what. It doesn't matter what time zone we're in, what area we're in. We're still playing a football game. So just coming out with the energy and the enthusiasm that we always have, and just going out there and playing football.
Daniel, this is your 3rd year here, and each year that you've been here, you guys have started strong, only to have a little bit of a downward spiral. Does it feel like deja vu, as they say?
No, not really. It feels very different with this team because everybody knows, the little things that we've done to lose these games, and we know that if we fix these little things, the upside for this team is very bright. So we just continue to come in here week in and week out and work our ass off and work the way we need to get the job done.
When the 2 losses occur as they did, how do you keep frustration at bay and not let it sort of seep in?
Just looking at the mistakes we made and having a 24-hour mindset. We can worry about it for those 24 hours, but once that 24 hours is over with, it's on to the next week and just worrying about getting to the next week, next opponent, and learning how to play our best to beat them.
Loxley was talking about the depth and the importance of getting some of the depth guys more reps. I was hoping you could talk a bit about C.J. Smith and Keyshawn Flowers and how important they are to the team.
C.J. and Keyshawn are very important to the team. They play their ass off as well, and they do everything that they need to do. So just them stepping into this role, they just need to be able to take advantage of this opportunity and play the game that they've always played and do what they got to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate the time.